Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for coming back. If you're new here, welcome. I love visitors. If you're returning, welcome back. I see you guys and I really do appreciate you. So in today's video, as you can see, I'm at my workstation at home. So this is where I do most of my job as an online entrepreneur. So this is basically my workstation. Hopefully sometime I'm going to, give you a tour, but it's still we are going to talk about how to manifest and how do you manifest, and just having the moment of gratitude in your life, in whatever you are doing, in just basically your life, and how to also attract the things that you want to have in your life. All right, so without further ado, guys, just grab your water, your drink, and let's get into the video. Before we get into the video, guys, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, guys, go ahead and subscribe, hit on the notification bell so that whenever your girl has a new video, you can be. So first thing, I would like just to ask you a question. What are you grateful for in your life, in your daily life, in your, just basically in your life? What are you grateful for? I'm sure you have a lot of gratitude moments. And with this moment right now, the whole world has been hit by the pandemic, and there are so many people who've had really a tough time, and everybody has been affected either directly or indirectly. People have lost their jobs. People have some people have lost their loved ones. Like here in Italy, there was it was the most, it was hardest hit in Europe. So yeah, anyway, so what are you grateful for when you wake up in the morning or in your daily life? What are you grateful for? I will just talk about me. When I wake up in the morning, I like to have some moment of gratitude when I wake up. And I take like 10 to 15 minutes to just, meditate, manifest, think about the good things that I have, think the things that I have achieved, the things that I am going to, get. And it's about the mind shift and the mindset, because everything first starts with your mind. Why am I saying this? It's because everything that runs in your mind runs like a computer. Like it's, articulates words and thoughts, and it's very fast. So every time you are looking at something, you are thinking. So it's really working so fast. So whatever, you can see something, let's say you see a car passing, a really beautiful car, and you're like, wow. In your mind, you're like, oh wow, that's a really beautiful car. I would like to, probably, if you like cars, I would like to have that car one day. And that thought can just pass. But sometimes you might find that you have that thought like keep running in your mind, and again and again and again. And that's when you start thinking, wow, so probably I really need this thing. Or you are thinking of what? Let's say you are thinking of owning a house, and you keep thinking of what you want, how you want that house to be. Like, I like to visualize what I want. So there is this time that I just picked a piece of paper and I was just drawing. So like, let's say I want to draw my dream house. So what I used to do, I've visualized it in a kind of way that I know that this is the house I want, and I'm going to show you right now. So that's the kind of house I want. So this is how it's going to be, and that's the door there, that's the living, that's the kitchen. So it's like really visualized, and then that's the TV room here. When you go upstairs, then that's a bedroom for my son, and then that's the master room. That's the master bedroom. You see? So I have everything like really visualized. I don't know, I like to visualize things when I am manifesting, like to really specific bits to it, that I know this is what I want. I want my garage on the right. I want if it's a swimming pool on the left, and then when you go at the backyard, I have a small garden, my kitchen garden. I want this and that and that. So I like to really visualize. So I remember, I'm going to give you my personal story and how I managed to manifest my husband. Like I was from a relationship, and I took a break, and I said, you know what, I am going to just think about my life and think about what I want, because in that previous relationship I was always not giving myself priority and just giving the other person lots of priority, giving the other person priority and forgetting about myself. I don't know if it has happened to any of you, but let me know on the comment section that sometimes when if you're the person who's giving so much in a relationship, giving your time, your love, your affection, everything, your commitment, you're the one who's more committed in a kind of relationship, you tend to almost forget about yourself. So I was that person in that relationship, and what happens is I was just I put everything. I became even a lot more needy. I would like to just being needy, you know what I mean? So after that relationship, after we ended that relationship, I decided, you know what, I'm going to take some time out and think about what I want, before jumping to any relationship like real quick. So I'm going to take time out, think about what I want in life, think about how I want my partner to be, my future partner, and how the traits, the personality, that's what I was looking at. And I was reading a lot of books, and I was that is when I started I came across, I remember it was on YouTube, so I was just checking and how to become a better person, how to become a better person. YouTube and Google should just be your friend, because it's every single thing inside there. I just met Google my friend, and I was looking, I was checking some videos, and I was reading a lot about how to understand yourself and become a better person. So in that period, I realized that I stopped loving myself. I stopped caring about myself. I remember sometimes I would just I would have like hair not done, and it's probably a Monday, and I would try to just fix it, because that weekend I needed to be with that person. And just I realized, wow, I had stopped caring and loving myself, and just putting the other person like the priority. But that's not the point. The point here is, now I started understanding myself more, and I realized, wow, so there is some kind of happiness that comes from within. And I think in the previous, I thought the only way I can find happiness is finding someone that I can love, and that is, to me, what was happening then. So I started loving myself more. I started giving myself lots of attention and care, and tender loving care, all that. So I started doing that, guys, and my mind shifted, and I became a different person. I was enjoying more time with myself. Like before, I wouldn't do that. I would pick a phone and just try and call that person. What time are we hooking up? Like so much. I'm not saying it's bad to be that kind of a person, but it was just too much. So I started enjoying my own company, love doing good things for myself. Having, like, let's say a weekend, I would ask my brother to get me some good movies to watch. If I'm home, whenever I can spare some time, and just make a good meal, enjoy that meal. And it was just amazing. And there is so much happiness when you start loving yourself and appreciating yourself and doing things to just make yourself good and feel better. So I started doing, self-development, and just for myself, you see. I started writing a lot. I started thinking in the positive way, so that really helped me to, shift. Anyway, so fast forward, when I started manifesting about my current husband, when I started manifesting my husband, I was very specific, and I was visualizing that every time. Like, my thoughts would run, and I was, thinking of that person, like, I want that person to be like this. So how did I do it? When I was, meditating, when I was manifesting, I was just going to like really specific things. And I remember on YouTube, I met this young lady who is very ambitious, both in her online business and also in her personal life. She's called Sparkle Marie, I believe. But I hope I'm going to find her channel, and I'm going to put it down here on the comment section. So on the description box. So Sparkle Marie was talking about how you can manifest and how you can visualize what you want. If you're manifesting money, if you're manifesting a relationship, if you're manifesting just a good life, how you can visualize it. And you need to go deep down to the nitty gritties, how you want it and how much you're manifesting, and how you want it, like in details. So I started manifesting my husband, and I said, you know what? I know the kind of man I want. I've had my fair share with the last relationship. It's a learning lesson. I'm going to move forward, and I'm going to manifest the man I want. So I started. Number one was I wanted a man who's already married before. So I divorced. I didn't want any entanglement. So I wanted a person who's already married and divorced already, but a really someone who has really good personality, someone who knows exactly what they want in life. Like if they want a family, if they want kids. To me, it was a big deal to have kids, at least a kid or two, and someone who is flexible to live in my country, and someone who is very, straightforward, like no any, shortcuts to life and stuff. So I wanted someone who is very honesty, someone who's very trustworthy, someone who's caring, someone who's ready to give the family a priority, because I'm raised in a family setup, both mom, dad, and it was just an amazing thing. And that is what I wanted, like to nurture my family, to have my, a family setup that is grounded on, good, foundations. And so I kept telling my friends. I remember one time that we went for, I think was dinner with some of my friends, and we were just talking about relationships and stuff. So they asked me, so who are you dating? Whom are you dating? I was like, no, I'm not dating anybody. And but I know very soon I am going to date the man I'm going to marry. And they were like, what the hell? Are you in a dating site? I said, no, I'm not in a dating site, but I am going to marry the man. The guy I'm going to date is the guy I'm going to get married to. So I'm not in a hurry. And they were like, ooh, girl, you are focused. Like, you know what you want. I told them, yes, and in details. I want someone who is already married before and divorced. Not because I appreciate divorce. No, because I don't think myself I am going to, because it's not part of what I'm even close thinking. So yeah, but I wanted someone who has already learned their mistakes through stuff. I wanted someone who had experience of life. I wanted someone who would be able to just settle down, like who would not have too many, I needed like a mature man. I just needed someone who has like good qualities of a man and a father figure, a really good father figure, and someone who would just work with me around the house. Like if we have to do things in the house, hands-on, doesn't have to complain and say, this is for women, this is for men. No, I wanted that kind of a person. And let me tell you something, when I put my thoughts and visualized all that, I said, you know what, I have manifested and I am going to let the universe, do its job. So I was very positive and I just said, you know what, it's gonna happen. I'm waiting. So yeah, so fast forward after a year, I had gone, I remember it was on a Sunday, and I had gone to my friend's place, and that time I was still in my country, in Kenya, so I had gone to my friend's place. I had a business that I was buying stuff, decor pieces and handbags and hair from Dubai, and I was bringing them to my country. So they had given me an order on Friday evening. Then I told them, you know what, I'm going to deliver that order tomorrow after church. Is that okay? Then say, perfect. In fact, I'm going to have lunch with some other friends of mine, so you can just come along and we have lunch after church. So after church, I just went and I was delivering the stuff, and we had a good time. And in the middle of that, of course, there is a friend to a friend who came a bit late and said hi to everyone, and we were just chatting and all that, but I didn't know that was supposed to be my future husband. So we exchanged contacts, but I didn't know that that person is going to like make a move and stuff. So yeah. So anyway, after some time, we started talking, and when we spoke, we had like a lot of ideologies that were, like similar, and we had good vibes, and we had, a lot of, I like his personality, and he asked me if we can have lunch the following week, and so we had lunch, and when we had lunch, we were just talking, and he traveled abroad, and then he came back after a month, and we were, in that whole, trip, we were still talking, and yeah, so after, when he came back, that's when I was saying, wow, I think I am beginning to like this guy, and he was liking me much more. And it was amazing feeling, like someone who really at last I got someone who was really feeling my vibe, someone who was understanding me more. And because I'm that person, if I don't like something, I'll just tell you. So I need someone who is really open to grasp something, because sometimes I can be very tactful. Like if I don't like something, I'll just tell you, you know what, I think I just don't like that. I don't like to sugarcoat stuff, so I like to speak my mind. So yeah, and that is how we ended up friends for a couple of months. And then one time we went for dinner, then he asked me if we can date, and that's how we started dating. After a year, we went for vacation together, our first vacation, and when we came back from the vacation, I remember he asked me if I can marry him, and of course I said yes, and we started arranging for our wedding, and look, here we are. So that is how I managed to manifest my husband, and we have a son. So yeah, it's been an amazing journey. Of course, there are challenges here and there, but so is life. So yeah, that is how I went down to manifesting what I wanted. And every day I keep manifesting the things that I want, and I get really into details. I get really deep and visualize what I want, and that is how you can attract what you want. I have manifested a lot of things that I have achieved, whether small and big. I really always am grateful for what I have, and the fact that everything happens for a reason really keeps me going. Every time I encounter something, whether a challenge or something, I always say, you know what, it happens at its time, and it's either it's a lesson. You either learn and grow, or you keep whining, and you will be stuck where you are. So I like to learn and grow, and I believe everything happens for a good reason. So I hope you enjoyed this, like, kind of a story time today. It's a bit different from what I do, but it's just something that I've been having in my mind, and I thought, why not share it with people out here? And of course, you guys are my family. I really do appreciate your support and everything, and let's grow together. I hope you have a pleasant weekend. I hope you have a pleasant stay blessed, guys. Be positive, eyes on the goal, focus, and manifest what you want, and you're going to attract what you want. All right, so I wish you all the best in whatever you manifest. All right, so I'll see you in my next video, guys. Love you.